Hey everyone, and welcome to the course. This is Health Economics, the Writing Intensive section, Temple University, Fall 2020 semester. I'm your professor, Joe Shin. The goal of this video is to really take you through the ins and out of Canvas and the course overall, because this course is entirely online. So let's go ahead and jump right in. On the home page here of Canvas, you're going to see a lot of things, but the one thing I want to focus in on first is the syllabus. And so if you click on here, you have your syllabus, which you can click to download. So I have it over here. So again, this is Health Economics, Writing Intensive, Econ 3597, Fall 2020, Temple University. Now, if you are not already aware, this course is being done entirely online. Unlike some of the courses that are online this semester that were not planned to be, this one was always planned to be, and so it has been specifically crafted for online use. The prerequisites is here. Here's my contact information. Again, my name is Joe Shin. I've been teaching here at Temple for about 10 years now. That's my part-time job. Full-time, I work for the government. I work for the Department of Housing and Urban Development as an economist, and I also teach part-time at a couple other universities in the area. Office hours. My office hours are going to be Tuesdays from 8 until 10, or by appointment, and it's going to be held via Zoom, and I'll show you the link for that in a minute. As far as getting in contact with me, email is by far the best way. Here's my email, joseph.shin@temple.edu. I do work during the day, but I'm usually able to respond to emails within 12 hours, roughly, 12 to 24 hours. The textbook information is here. It is a little bit of an older textbook, but in a lot of my presentations, I do have more updated data that is in there. But the basic theories and whatnot are all the same within there. Course description and learning objectives. Web access. So, as I mentioned, this course is being administered entirely online. Everything you're going to need to find, you're going to find on Canvas. All assignments, lectures, links to outside work, so forth. Now, the way the course is set up is that you have 1 week of material at a time. There is no set meeting time. In that given week, you're to come and you're to view the lectures, take the quizzes, do the assignments, and so forth. For the most part, everything is going to be due by the end of the day on Sunday, which is the end of the week. The only exception, which I'll discuss in a minute, is the VoiceThread assignments. Here's the course breakdown. So let's go through them one by one. The first thing we have is weekly discussions, which is going to be done through VoiceThread, and I'll show you that in a few minutes. And so on certain weeks, you're going to have a topic, and you're to make 2 posts on that topic. So again, the week goes from Monday through Sunday. Sometime between Monday and Wednesday, you are to come on, you're to look at what the topic is, and you're to make your post about it, responding to it. Each post will be about 30 to 60 seconds and be some original thought. Then you come back sometime between Thursday and Sunday, listen to the responses made by other students, and then directly respond to one of them. It can be agreeing, disagreeing, extending on, whatever. But the most important thing, though, is that you are respectful in your responses. Quizzes. A quiz is going to be given every week, and it's going to cover what was covered during that week. Now, there are no makeups for any reason on the quizzes. However, the lowest 2 will be dropped at the end of the semester. Everything's going to be done in Canvas, which I'll show you in a second. And the big thing here is that there is a time limit of these of 30 minutes. So once you start the quiz, you have 30 minutes to complete and submit it. If you have any issues, make sure you email me right away. The next part of the course is the research paper. Now, as I mentioned, this is a writing intensive course. And what that means is that there is a comprehensive paper that must be completed by all students during the semester. Now, there's a lot that goes into this paper. I've created an entirely separate set of videos to discuss the paper, and I'll show you that in a second. But basically, it's a 10 to 15 page research paper, 10 to 15 page empirical paper. And what that means is that it's not a research paper. You're not just researching a topic. The goal of this paper is to have you come up with some hypothesis and use your own analysis of data to test that hypothesis. And so I talk about these in a lot more detail in the other videos. Now, the paper, the actual final draft of it, is due on the 15th of November. And that final draft is worth 80 out of a possible 100 points. The other assignments all build up to that. And so you'll see here is that each week, for the most part, you have different assignments that are due. And so you're going to see them as you go through, and I've created different videos for each of them. You are to do the assignments, do it in some type of a Word document, and then attach it in the folder. I'll give you my feedback, and it will help you to really better be able to write your final draft. And with this paper, it's kind of gone all over the place as far as how students approach it. Some will do a little bit, the smaller assignments, and then do the last, the final draft, really put all their effort into that. But the one thing that I can say is that the students who do better are the ones who are putting the effort into each of these assignments and really taking my feedback. Because the goal of my feedback is to get you fully prepared for that final draft, to make sure you know exactly what I'm looking for and if you're going in the wrong direction, and so forth. Now, with the exception of the final draft, each of these other assignments, it's really the case to where if you do it and you just do it correctly, you're going to get the full points. Right? Now, I may be disagreeing with the direction you're going in, and I'll make the comments, but as long as you do the assignment as was requested, you're going to get the full points. And so 20 out of those 100 points can be really gimme points that you'll just get by doing the assignment and doing it correctly. Now, the other problem is that a lot of people who don't do the assignments, they can do good in their final draft, but then if they lost a lot of points here, their overall paper grade may not be come out too well. Now, this is really important. I take plagiarism very seriously, and I do check for it. I check extensively, and don't do it. Okay? I catch students every semester. There's usually at least one or two students that I catch, and you do it, you get caught, you get a 0 on it. Just don't do it. If you have any questions about plagiarism, I have links in here. You see. The next part of the course is the exams. There's 2 exams, a midterm and a cumulative final. They're both 25% of the grade. Unlike the quizzes, which are multiple choice, these are in essay form. Now, because this is a writing intensive course and there's a lot of work that goes into that paper, I do make the final exam optional. And so what will happen is, if you decide to skip the final exam, whatever grade you got on your midterm, if you subtract 10 percentage points from that, that's the grade you will get for your final exam. So if you got a 95 on the midterm and you skip the final, your grade for the final exam will be an 85. Here are the dates of the exam. Disability statement, statement of academic freedom. If you need any kind of special accommodations, just let me know. And also contact the disability services, and they will email me about making the appropriate accommodations. And then here is the breakdown of the course. So you have each week the topics that are being covered, the chapters, and the assignments. I try to color code it to make it a little clearer about what's due when. But you can see that there's really a quiz pretty much every week, except the last one. It'll be the final exam, midterm exam, the different paper assignments within there. So that's the basic overview of the course. Let's now take a look in Canvas. So if you go to the home page, what you're going to have is you're going to have all the different modules. You're going to have the course syllabus and information, paper details and guidelines, office hours. Here's the link to the Zoom room, and then the different weeks. So if we look course syllabus and info, the paper or the video you're looking at now is found here. Here's the syllabus. I also include a link for the VoiceThread tutorial, although I'll show you that in a second. Paper guidelines. So for the paper guidelines, I did put together a whole document for it, and that document's going to have the different assignments, when they're due, descriptions, so forth. I also made videos for all of them. Now this is from 2 semesters ago, and so the dates in here might be a little bit different, so just make sure you pay attention to the dates on the syllabus. But anyway, so I have an overview, I have one for, and then one for each of the different assignments. I strongly suggest you do all these each week as you have the assignments due. So then when we have the weeks only become available 1 week in advance, and so at the start of the semester, weeks 1 and 2 will be available. Week 3 will not be available until week 2 starts. Week 4 will not be available until week 3 starts, and so forth. If you go, so have the lectures for each week, which if you do there, you can either click on it and watch it in here, or if you click on the title, it actually take you to the YouTube page where they are, and you can watch it there. Also within each week, you have the overview and assignments. And here you'll see what the reading is, another link to the lectures, and then you have, if there's a quiz that week, you'll find a link here, or for the VoiceThread assignments. Now just quickly, I want to show you the VoiceThread. So when you click on it, you're going to have the topic, whatever it is here, and then you're to make the comment on it. So you click on this little plus sign down here. You can either do text, voice, or video. You'll click on it. You'll be able to make your comment, and then it'll give you the option of if you're okay with it, accept it, so forth. Now when you're responding, you can either just add another comment and be clear about what you're responding to, or if you click the little reply button here, it will respond directly to somebody else's comment. But either way is fine. And so that's the home page. If you go into the announcements, whenever I have announcements for this course, and I will be making a decent amount, they'll be posted here. They should also be sent to your email. The syllabus is going to have each date and when things are due. All right. The quizzes, voice threads. Now for the voice threads, just keep in mind that that's the date that the second is due, the second post. You're to make your first post by Wednesday, second by Sunday. Oh, and as far as the paper assignments, when you do it, you'll have an option to upload a file. You'll do that, and that's how you'll approach those. So if we go back in to, you can click on the quizzes here, and you see all the different quizzes, which you can find there. The assignments will have the assignments that you'll see. And, the grades. If you click on the grades section, you'll be able to find the actual grade for your for the assignments and so forth. Sorry. And really that's it. So that's the course. Because this is entirely online, the really important thing is that if you have any questions, you ask. Okay, so email me, visit office hours, so forth. And so if you have any questions, let me know, and if not, let's have a great semester.